In today's video, we're going to be talking about cash out refinances and what are they and when is it a good idea to do one. So there are two main reasons why somebody would do a cash out refinance. The number one reason would be to reduce debt, pay off some debt that you have. And the other reason is to do renovations or pull out cash for investment. So let's go right into the first reasons, which is paying off high interest debt. So one of the main ones that we see is credit card debt. Now, why would somebody want to do a cash out and take money out of their home and throw it down on their credit cards? Well, the main reason is if you feel like you're just kind of getting stuck in that motion where your interest rates are just increasing your balances and there's no way for you to pay this off, well, you can take that high interest debt and roll it into low interest debt. So mortgage rates right now are at historical lows. And with that means that you could take, let's give an example, 12 to 18% credit card debt and then turn that into 3% debt that you have on a mortgage. So this way you can actually get ahead and you're not having to just keep seeing those bills pile up and that interest just keep piling up and you're never going to be able to pay that off. So this is a great way for somebody to be able to pay off their credit cards. Now, another one is going to be your car. Some people have super high interest. I've seen up to 20% on a car. And this is a way for you to get rid of that high interest debt and that high monthly payment that you're paying and wrap that into low interest in your a mortgage. And another thing that we see a lot is student loans. People have a ton of student loans and I've seen those up to 6 to 8%. And man, that can just be crushing if you can see 50, 60, 70, $100,000 and you just see that interest just boom, 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 jumping up every month. And that can be detrimental. Now, let's do an example here because I was actually able to do this for a client of mine. And so they had about, let's say, $1,600 a month in debt that included their credit cards, their car, their student loans. And they were able to take cash out of their house and then pay off that high interest debt. And what that did is it made their net bills lower by $1,500. So that means that they are paying $1,500 less per month than what they were paying in their previous mortgage and all of their monthly debts that we were able to pay off. So now with that extra $1,500 a month, they can either choose to pay off their house sooner by paying more towards the principal, or they can take that and just roll that into other investments. So when you're speaking with your, I suggest a local mortgage broker like myself is make sure you know, like, what are the bills now? What are the bills going to be afterwards? What's my net cost per month? So even if the mortgage payment goes up slightly, if your overall bills each month goes down drastically, that can be huge for you and your family. Now, let's get on to the more fun part of this, which is going to be our renovations. Let me get the rest. There we go. All right, so now we have renovation. So renovating the kitchen. A lot of people I talk to, they're like, man, my house is outdated. I want it to look amazing. Here's a great way to do it. You can pull out that low interest debt against the house, put in a new kitchen, bing, bang, boom, you are looking pretty. Next one we see a lot is, let me get rid of my student loans. I promise I'm going to get better at this over time, but I think going live is fun because you get to interact with me on a personal level. Renovating the bathroom. I think renovating the bathroom is amazing because it's where we spend a lot of our time. We spend a lot of our time in the kitchen and we spend a lot of our time in the bathroom. So if you renovate your bathroom, pull out some cash to do that. That can be a lot of fun for you and your family. Next one we see a lot is redoing the backyard. Maybe your backyard just needs an update. It's time to, get a pool in there, get some decking, whatever it is that, you're trying to do. That can be another great way to do a cash out. So if you have any questions about how cash outs work or your specific scenario, you can always reach out to me. You can go to skipthebanks.com. That'll take you right to my website. You can message me here on YouTube. But I want you to know that I am a resource for you when it comes to everything mortgage and finance. So if you have questions about how this is going to play out, what the numbers are going to be, always reach out. We're happy to help. And again, it's all about knowing your numbers. A cash out refinance is not for everybody. For some people, the numbers just aren't going to pan out. Maybe you don't have enough equity. Maybe the monthly payment afterwards is just going to be outside of your comfort zone, or possibly you don't qualify for that much payment if you're going to be pulling a ton of equity out of the house. So at the end of the day, know your numbers, make sure that you discuss it with somebody that you trust, and get all of that dialed in before you commit and sign on anything. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop a like. That always helps us, and make sure that we know that we're making the right content for you. And there you have it. Cash out refinances may be right for you, maybe not. So you know, you got to know your numbers. I'll see you on the next video.